Have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 49. Nasdaq is off 48. S&P's down 13. Gold contract up $9, traded at $18.46 an ounce. You got silver up 5 cents, $24.15 an ounce. Light sweet crude, 46.68, flat this morning. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note up 7 ticks, trading 138.03. The 30-year up another half a point at 173.30. And King Dollar up 109 ticks, trading 90.933. The euro is at 121, the yen is at 103.96, and the British pound is at 132 to 1 U.S. dollar. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
Good Friday morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, man. And, you know, we got to start off with Disney. I know the bottom line is that you're not only into Disney, the newsletter's into Disney. The bottom line is that it looks like the whole world is into Disney. The numbers
That's what they told
huge.
us last night.
I'm sorry, what?
I said that's what they told us last night, at least.
There's no doubt. Now, check this out, folks, okay? This is pretty intense. So you get a couple different things happening here. This is the second gap, okay? You know, the bottom line is that in, a month and a half, you've gone from a price point of, 127 to 169. Well, there's a couple different ways you can do this, man. So if we pull this up, what you're going to see is just blew away the highs, okay? And so that gives you a price projection. Now, this is on a longer-term basis, folks, okay? But that high there before COVID was 153. You get down to the bottom out here, which is 70. So
79.
70, okay, 80. Let's call it 80, okay?
Yes.
So what happens there is that you take that number, folks. You take the 150. Is it 150?
Yep, 153.
153.
So almost 150 to 80, sure.
Exactly.
Yep.
So you take the 70 points, you add it on to 150, man, 220 is a number. And what's so wild about this is that when you have two gaps like this, you know, most of the time it could be another month and a half or 2 months or whatever that is. But
give it 3 months till their next earnings. No, I kid.
No, but it's a monster
possible.
number, man.
Yeah.
It is a monster number.
You know, I don't know what they're going to say, though, in 3 months. And I find myself for the first time saying, whew, now they got a lot to live up to, man.
Yeah.
You know, I was in this stock because I said they're going to crush what they have to live up to.
Right.
They have a lot to live up to now in the next 3 years, man.
They do.
That number that sticks up, 350 million is the number on the high end. I think it was 300 to 350 million paid subscribers over their three entities, being Disney, Hulu, and ESPN by 2024. Whoa.
And folks, there's 350 million people in the United States. Yeah. Now, I mean, they're dealing with the world, but just to give context here, there's 350 million in the United States.
And that's pegging, as in they all come with families, right? So you're probably reaching 1 billion people that are paying. Facebook's reaching everybody because you don't have to pay. Yeah. They're going to potentially reach 1 billion people, and the world's going to grow in 3 years, so it'll be bigger. But you're reaching 1 billion people that are going to pay. I mean, it's just a grand scale. And then how about, so they're raising their prices when one of the other coolest parts of it is you're seeing a real foray into sports. It was the Southeastern Conference, football and basketball. So you're talking about Auburn football. You're talking about Alabama football, man, the biggest program in the whole world. And they're coming to ABC and ESPN in 2024, so you know that's going to be a streaming deal, right? You get the bundle, you get ESPN Plus. Maybe by 2024, you can watch it on ABC TV or you can watch it on ESPN Plus. And they're paying 6 times what CBS is paying right now for the live sports rights. So I imagine that by 2024, you're going to start seeing, right? Amazon, Netflix, they probably saw that and said, we got to accelerate things, man. You know, we can't be the ones that don't have live sports as part of our streaming package because that's a real driver, man. You can't wait and come into I'm planning on signing up for HBO real soon, right? I was chatting with my family last night. Somebody hasn't even seen Game of Thrones. So we say, you'll sign up for HBO, we'll binge watch it. And we were joking. They would be like, oh, let's go to bed. Be like, we got to watch 2 more episodes, man. We only got HBO for a month. You know, we were joking. No, you can't do that if you have live sports, man.
Well, you know what's so intriguing, and is that Disney's always had ESPN, so they even know the numbers.
Yeah, ABC Wide World of Sports.
Yeah,
right. That's
right.
I remember that as a kid. ABC's Wide World of Sports.
Huge.
Yeah,
big number, man.
Yeah,
pretty wild.
It is.
Great trade, Tom. It's huge, man.
Thanks, man. And it's and that's. I tell you though, for the first time, and I just mentioned that maybe it was time if you were a short-term trader to think about. Well, geez, it's they. What happens in 2024 when they have 350 million subscribers? The market says, yeah, that's what you told us you're going to have, So that gets a little dicey when you set that type of level. But I think they'll be there, but that doesn't mean the stock's going to go up for 4 straight years, right?
I'm
doing. You're hearing the gymnastics in my own head,
good.
Because
it's good. I know, man.
What I said from the beginning of this trade was there's no way they're not going to crush every expectation they had. And that's what's happening.
I can tell you what I love. Just we're just talking about fundamentals, but technically, what I love, I've seen it when you bust out of something like this. It's just a longer term deal, but I talk about when you're away from the breakout. Well, this is away from the breakout now by 17 points. That's a big number, man. It's you can get hit because we were talking about the aspect of when we do get a correction, folks. Okay, it can be very dangerous because of the fact that we've gone a one-way move up. Yeah. So if we get a 0.382, it's dangerous. Right. Well, that has plenty of breathing room to come back to the breakout area. Which is pretty cool.
And what I'm always comparing it to is the expectations at that time. It still deserves. We're not, to my subscriber, we're not going to sell in the newsletter. Right now, we're not for a long-term trade.
Right.
Because it was at 153 prior to COVID, and folks, the expectations for Disney Plus when it was at 153 are nowhere near where they're at right now. Right. So when you factor it, once they get back to firing on all cylinders, they're still going to have movie theater productions in there. Okay, so they're still going to pull box office movie. And they're going to, have you started watching Mandalorian yet?
I have.
Okay, so they got, that's, the success of that is going to drive so many more series, which is kind of cool. And my friends and I are joking. It's like, when you spend that much money, just like Netflix, you're going to have some crappy ones out there too, man. But bottom line is they're pumping out programming, man, and they're going to be pumping out new subscribers.
What I actually like about the Disney Plus platform itself is that it's very easy. Well, I watched National Geographic much, but it's very easy to get around. You can go to the Marvel, the Star Wars, the Home, so that makes it easy too. Do you know what I mean?
They got something for everything, man. I saw something about a new Nat Geo program called Earth, I think, that looks really, really fascinating, probably from Nat Geo, one of their updated kind of, so they got that coming down the pipeline. So just everywhere, man. Yeah, pretty cool. Yep.
Our phone number is 877-927-6648. For a Friday, folks, we get gold taken off again, which is a beautiful thing, particularly because we've had some heavy divergence inside that market. You're up $11 right now. You rejected the lows of Tuesday when it came down, and bottom line is that we're off to the races again. And that's going to be about how this dollar handles itself coming into a Friday afternoon, folks. Thus far, you get a sideways movement out here. You're up 88 ticks. We'll see how it shakes out. And that's going to have to do with the euro and the pound, no doubt. And both the euro and the pound right now basically laying there flat. So stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials down 34. NASDAQ is off 33. S&P's are down 12. We'll come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. Do you have broken or unwanted jewelry, diamonds, watches, coins, silverware, and other collectibles that you would like to turn into cash? Tiger Precious Metals and Stones will pay fair market value. We make it easy to turn your precious metals that are sitting around in your house into cash. Call Andy now at 727-329-8245 and he will walk you through our safe and secure process. Andy has been in the business buying and selling precious metals for over 15 years. Call Andy now at 727-329-8245.
TFNN has just launched our Tiger Dollar Holiday Sale. For a limited time, we've doubled all the Tiger Dollar bonuses, where you can now get up to a 20, 30, or even a 40% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase. Tiger Dollars are good for all TFNN newsletters, webinars, and services and never expire. Whether you're a current subscriber or just thinking of signing up for any TFNN products in the future, this is a great time to get your Tiger Dollars. Happy holidays from all of us at TFNN.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 24. You get the Nasdaq off 29. S&Ps are off 12. So let's go take a look at the Qs, Tom, for a couple of the Tigers out here. Now, what happens, folks, is this. Is on option expiration, right, the bottom line is that if you like trading the NDX 100 or the Qs, and I particularly like trading the Qs, and this morning, the bottom line is that because it's white lightning, instead of basically starting to trade the Qs at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not saying to go do this, folks, okay? I just explain it because I know the Tigers, some of the Tigers are doing the exact same thing that if you've played white lightning before, what ends up happening, instead of paying $300,000 for 1,000 shares or selling, the bottom line is that you can go to the option market and play white lightning all day long. So I expect that's what was going on here. So if we take a look at the Qs, this is what you have. Well, first let's look at the NDX. So what we haven't done yet is that we haven't hit the lows of yesterday yet. This market operated like the same way that it did yesterday morning, which it came down hard, shook it off, and then finished up. So that number down there at 12,218 is still game. Now, that being said, now watch, we pull this back into today, and what you're going to see is that right now we have tested the opening tick here, folks, inside the Qs, and the NQs went wild. It went higher, it went lower. It's like, okay, is that a higher high or lower low? Well, now you know what it is, okay, because the last 10-minute bar just closed below it. So if you're trading the Qs, the bottom line is that this wouldn't be a bad place if you're selling them, okay, coming in. And if I bring the Qs up, what you're going to see is that the Qs just never made it. What the Qs just did, they closed under this 301.40. You're at 301.17 right now, so your probability is, yeah, you can oscillate around here, but your probability is that you're probably going to go back to this 299.45. That's intraday I'm talking. That's it. But
Okay.
it's, the danger, of course, is exactly how we traded yesterday, man. Because once this market shakes it off, it's a big deal, But they'll be
It
going.
is, and I was just going to say that all during my program, I just kept saying, but we'll see what happens to the open, folks, because this is what happened yesterday.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And I would keep your eye on Apple, man, because, if you're trading the Qs, you got to have Apple up in the screen. You got to have Microsoft up in the screen. You want Google and you want Amazon. I don't keep well, you should have Facebook, too. But, the bottom line is that 3 or 4 of them up in the screen simultaneously can get you a good indication as to where it's going. So.
And what were you saying? I'll just pull up the Qs.
The Qs,
well, I was just going to pull up
I'm trading at 302s now.
And what are the 302s?
That expire today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I was just saying, I just pulled up the heat map of that NASDAQ 100,
right.
which is so cool. And I mean, there you go, right? I mean, you got to start pulling Tesla up there, man. Because even in the NASDAQ 100, they got quite a slice of the pie.
That's a fact. Thank you. That's a fact.
Tesla, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, as you said, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just going to add some of the other players that have snuck in here. I mean, PayPal, right? The payment processing, that's now a $250 billion company, man. Zoom, even $112 billion. Adobe, $227 billion. Nvidia, Intel, some of these stocks, they're just dramatic. Even Netflix, Netflix trading over 500. Netflix, unchanged from Disney's news, which is interesting in terms of the market. It's not stealing from Netflix, man. That's just a growth on its own. And they're their own separate products that they're cheap enough. I think you could either have both of them or none of them, as to how that plays out. Because they're not affected at all when Disney's up 12%. And they're going to be pushing out so much programming, so much this, so much that. And Netflix is literally unchanged because they're going to be growing too. The whole that's what it really says. The market just loves people loving streaming.
Big time. And there's one of the, this is not an everyday name, folks, okay? I think it's pronounced, there it is right here. Okay, so where do you see this? Now, this is a monster banker, folks, that none of us really hear about. Mo Ellis, is that how you, M-O-E-L-I-S, Mo Ellis and Company. So they're an investment banker, folks, okay?
Yes.
Well, their boss came out this morning and said the bottom line is that they're 20 bankers, okay? So they have a lot more, the employees, they have a huge amount of employees. But the bankers that do all the deals, the bottom line, he come out this morning and says, listen, you can go work wherever you want to work. Don't worry about it. And listen to the numbers, right? Well, his quote is so cool. It's unbelievable. He is saying that I can't believe that we thought that we have to get on planes, a third of our career, get in a room, and basically get the deal done. And then he said, so listen to this, on Zoom, listen to this number, folks, okay? Since COVID went down, they did more in the last 6 months than they've done the whole year, and everyone's at home.
There you go. I start to see it on the bottom there.
It's like, are you kidding me? Here it is. Okay. So the 128 managing directors could be working on Zoom instead of traveling to meet clients, and it's landed $72 billion in mergers and acquisitions since June 30th. That's 5 times more than in the first 6 months of the year, folks. We all woke up and said, wow, you mean that we could have done this without flying 20 hours and drafting a document in a room together? He said in an interview from his home. Isn't that amazing?
It is. And I just pulled up DocuSign up 1.7% today to add on to that.
Yeah.
Because you're right, man. And there was just a lot of fear in this market as in to be the outlier, right? I mean, it's probably difficult to say, no, we're going to do everything remotely, man. I know you guys love meeting in rooms, right? But just hit me up on Zoom. But we just normalized all of that, man.
Yes.
And it's like it's actually reversed completely, where the fool in the room would be saying, guys, why are you doing all of your business online? Can you get on a plane and come see me?
Seriously.
And you get laughed out of the room, right? But you would have been laughed out of the room if you're a banker trying to close tens of billions of dollars probably and said, I do all my business on Zoom. It's crazy how quick that turns around, man, but it is.
No, it is. And I would say that the more acclimated that companies get to it, the faster they're going to accelerate.
I hadn't seen that. That article almost cements it for me, man. If you can have bankers doing $72 billion since June and they're all loving Zoom and they're all asking to, I mean, that's it.
Well,
done.
And as that article goes, wait to hear this, folks. What the CEO is saying is that it's the talent pool that is the most important. And he says before we would lure people with a talent pool with first-class tickets, you're going 5-star hotels. Now you know what it is? He's saying, I have a feeling going forward it's going to be you can work wherever you want to work. We will, basically make sure the setup is perfect. And that's going to be one of the biggest perks inside of the financial business. I suspect any business.
And I was going to say, especially in that business that's numbers-oriented, because there's no fudging what you're doing. People don't care if you're working 2 hours a week if you're putting up the numbers, right? Yeah, so huge. in that business, whether it's financial planning, if you have a book, right, stuff like that, it's perfect to say you can work wherever you want if you're producing, man, because that's the truth.
It's all that matters.
Right? It is, totally.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials down 29, Nasdaq's off 28, S&P's off 11.5. We'll come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials down 66, Nasdaq's off 33, S&Ps are off 15.5. And check this out, folks. This is pretty intense. And what it is that Chinese authorities have detained Hayes Fan, who works for Bloomberg News in Beijing on suspicion of endangering national security. So check this out. What it says in here, the last time they were in contact with her was 11:30 a.m. local time Monday, shortly after she was seen being escorted from her apartment building by plainclothes security officials. Throughout the 4 days since the disappearance, Bloomberg has sought information on the whereabouts from the Chinese government. They did confirm to Bloomberg as well as the family that they were informed within 24 hours that she was held under the suspicion of participating in activities endangering national security. Now, the thing that is interesting there's a couple of different things in this article. So picture this. As a Chinese citizen, she began working at Bloomberg in 2017. She's worked for CNBC, CBS, Al Jazeera, Thomson Reuters. But Chinese nationals, this is what it is, can only work as news assistants for foreign news bureaus in China and not allowed to do independent reporting. This is pretty intense, man. I mean,
it sure is.
The bottom line is that this whole national security law that they have is something to basically lock people up for nothing, man.
This is why you want to support a strong press, man, and not degrade it, because dictators all over the world like to say that a strong press is against, the national interest. So you're seeing it play out in China.
Against their interest, exactly. Yeah.
So
pretty intense. And I guess what I see out of that is that this is accelerating there. Do you know what I mean? Like, that government is not worried about what anyone thinks. Period.
I completely agree. They don't have to be. That's the reason why.
Yeah. Right. Pretty
I
wild.
just said, they don't have to be.
Yeah. I know.
Unfortunately, as it is, but that's the case.
Yeah. Wild.
Yeah. They're the producers right now, man. They're going to be the consumers pretty soon in terms of the Chinese.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
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 So, Lulu, speaking of consumers.
Yeah, look at this. So
what's going on with Lulu?
I don't know. They're selling hand over fist, man. They're
sure
down
are.
$20.
I talked about earlier, I think it was on my show, saying, Lulu wasn't moving much, and I had no trades in this. But, I'm looking at a lot of these equities that they might just consolidate for a while. We were talking about yesterday.
Yes.
Maybe you sell some puts, you absorb some premium because we have all these expectations. And not the case with Lulu, man, with a $20 move. Yeah.
Right. And I believe, right, I think I heard you say that this is where it's always dangerous. Prior to the market open, someone bought it like $20 over this too, right? Is that?
Well, in a heartbeat last night, I have it. It jumped to 390.
Okay.
But you're right.
Yeah.
And then it was back down to about 375 to 370. Most of overnight, it sat at 365 though, right until the opening bell. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be a little wild one out here today.
And then the other one out there is Costco with their earnings, and they are some volatility on the open, but they're up $2 at 0.7% in the positive. Strong company again, man, but just priced for a lot of growth that they delivered, and so you're trading right where you are. That's what you're seeing. This company started this year at 282, and this is not a growth company. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you're at 400. That's staggering, but they have the numbers to support it.
Yeah. Really
big numbers, Costco, man.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. I was unaware. Now, I'm not a Costco member, but that Instacart delivers Costco. So maybe I'll have to check it out as I'm hooked on my Instacart now. But they do. They deliver Aldi, 7-Eleven, I think. There's a bunch of things.
So how does Instacart work in? So Instacart's
they're just a food delivery business. They just deliver stores as opposed to restaurants is how I would put it. So grocery stores, 7-Eleven.
And how much do you pay for it?
Well, the deal is that I paid $99 for a year, and that gives me no delivery fees, I think, above $35, which seems pretty fair as long as you use it $35. Every item is more expensive than you're going to be paying for, though, within the store itself. I'm only familiar with Publix, but I know that the price you're paying, every price is a little bit higher. Maybe it's even 10%. But, man, when you talk about, I'll order, just to put it, I'll order 2 cases of water, right? A 24-pack of soda. I ordered a bag of ice the other day. The amount of time that saves for me. Yeah.
You only need one good option trade.
That's right, man. And, it's funny that they're aware of time, right? So what they do is that when you make an order, the first thing it shows you is that now I've made like 6 or 7 orders on there already, okay?
Yeah.
And I love it already, but it says for your 7th order, every order you save an hour. That's what they say, because probably the average grocery shopping experience is about an hour. Yeah. So they say you've now saved 7 hours. of your life or something like that. And I said, man, and so think about when you do 40, you do 80. That's 2 weeks at a time, folks. So, but like Kevin was talking about, they lose money. So just like the Uber game plan where they're giving out rides as long as they can, what does that price point reach before? But I tell you, man, it's and the coolest part about it, folks, to get into it, is that they really communicate back and forth. And this is where you need the level of service, right? Amazon, it's all about service.
Yep.
Uber, you can follow your drivers, right? Everything, it's so the service oriented. While Instacart, they're in there texting you back and forth saying, hey, listen, they didn't have the 97% fat-free beef that you wanted, but I'm going to replace it with 90% beef that's Publix brand. Does that work? And you get to say, well, oh, wait, let me choose this one. You know what? Go for the ground chuck.
Wow. On
this one. When it comes to groceries, that stuff's important, right?
Yeah,
so that was the coolest part, that you're supposed to be available when they make the order. Because you're not going to have everything.
Right.
And it's within 2 hours they deliver it, which is the coolest part.
I like the idea that they're lugging all the water and stuff into your doorway.
That's exactly what right?
Yeah.
Water was on sale. I said, 2 cases, please.
Yeah.
I'm saying, it's you change the way you think. And so I'll add, quite a commercial. Producers, Al, I want you to clip this, man. We're going to send it to Instacart. I want my free Instacart on TFNN for all of our employees. But you can scan for the deals so much better, man. So because you're in front of a computer.
Right.
We're traders.
Right.
So you know what I do? I have the BOGO deals up in front of me exactly. Totally. And I'm saying I'm only buying those, and I'm going to store those. Yeah. And I see things I didn't even know was on sale because I'm sitting in front of 2 30-inch monitors, scanning every deal in Publix. So I'm probably saving, and then you're not impulse buying the things you don't need in the store. It's pretty cool, folks. Just a personal experience when you add on to it. Some of my savings on the BOGOs on Publix, because I'm saying just show me the BOGOs and then give me the core things I need.
It's unbelievable.
And there's always some type of chicken on BOGO. There's always some type of this, that, So anyway, it's pretty cool. There you go.
And folks, and we want to, Tommy and I and all the team at TFNN, we want to thank everyone out there because we just went, and when Tommy just brought up the ad, we wanted to sell an ad to them. We just passed 1 million views in the year 2020. So, and
congratulations to you, man. Because you started it all, and you're the driving force. So thank you, man.
Thank you. We really appreciate everyone out there, and the growth. So the growth the last year was like what, 50? I mean,
55%. 55. We were at about 650,000 views for all of 2019, and we're not through 2020 yet, and we hit 1 million. So it's great, man.
It's a good number, man. Dow Industrials down 73, NASDAQ up 45, S&P's off 17.5. Folks, stay right there. We'll come right back. Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. Are you looking to buy or sell gold, silver, platinum, coins, or bullion? We can help. At Tiger Precious Metals and Stones, we specialize in the buying and selling of gold, silver, as well as collectible U.S. and foreign coins. We not only buy your unwanted or broken jewelry, but you can trade that in for gold and silver coins too. Call Andy now at 727-329-8245 for a quote over the phone and to lock in the current market price. Call us now at 727-329-8245.
TFNN has just launched our Tiger Dollar Holiday Sale. For a limited time, we've doubled all the Tiger Dollar bonuses where you can now get up to a 20, 30, or even a 40% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase. Tiger Dollars are good for all TFNN newsletters, webinars, and services and never expire. Whether you're a current subscriber or just thinking of signing up for any TFNN products in the future, this is a great time to get your Tiger Dollars. Happy holidays from all of us at TFNN.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials are down 64. You get the Nasdaq off 47. S&P's off 17.5. And it looks like next week that's the last full week of trading before Christmas and New Year's, right?
And it's going to be quite a week, man. We got quad witching, Tesla rebalancing.
Oh, that's right.
All of the likes on a week from today, man. So that should be pretty cool for sure. And Tesla, boy, you got to love pushing out $5 billion and ending the week kind of in the middle of the range of where you've been.
Yeah. I mean, in an amazing feat, folks, okay? This is, there'll be stories written about this equity for sure, man.
And part of the cool part, man, is that, you know, the investors in this stock obviously believe in Elon Musk, right? Right. Well, they believe in him making big bets with big money for big ideas. So the idea that he has $5, $10, $15 billion at his reach, there's a lot that man thinks about, man. There's a lot of risk in that, but that's pretty cool when you start thinking about that as well. You know, having that type of capital for somebody like that with the ideas and just the aggressive manner that he runs his businesses, man, there's a lot that can have. Steve Jobs and Apple comes to mind. You know what I mean? Just like, you know, and the first time they ever gave a dividend is like I was giving my friends so much crap because I was like, Apple's pushing dividends, man. They can't come up with anything anymore. You know what's happening? Because he always said, man, why are we giving back money, man? We're in this growth stage of everything. We can use all that money. Same thing here, I think. Yeah.
It's amazing that you think that one person can be so bright that they can actually run that many large businesses. That is like, wow. I mean, how do you think of, okay, I get the car going, then he's got the space company going, right? Then he's got the battery plants going. I mean, it's pretty cool, man.
And he was early in PayPal, right?
I believe, Elon? Yes, he was. He was and that's one of the first investors, him and the other guy that runs...
so here, I just pulled out, Peter Thiel?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So PayPal, we're going back to 2002, man, was acquired by eBay for $1.5 billion. PayPal's worth $250 billion. We just pulled it up in the heat map, which is awesome in its own right? Musk got $165 million. Before that sale, he owned 11.7% as the largest shareholder. So you see the ideas, man. He didn't stay with that company. If he had... I'm assuming that with his growth, it would have pushed that because he had the idea of online payments in 2002. He sold that company. Whew.
And there's no doubt we can see that what has happened with all of this has gone up dramatically because of COVID. And even these people are running the companies. They know that what it ends up happening is this accelerated things by 10 years, and you can see it. Just personally, I want to get better at all of these things. It's like, why am I wasting time? Like going to the store instead of doing Instacart. I mean, as soon as I get off, I'm going to get Instacart. To me, the Instacart, it's worth it just for that stuff that you can store. And,
Exactly. I totally agree.
Yeah.
If BOGOs, I get at least 4 of them. I don't have a lot of space in the chicken, but I make use in the freezer, but I make use of it as in even chicken
Yeah.
or, it's expensive, man, all that stuff. And like I said, the cases of water, it's on sale. Yeah, send me 2 cases. I'm saving $1 a case. They're only $5.
I need
That's
a freezer
20%,
for all the
man.
ice cream I want.
I know, man. Ice creams and popsicles. Give it. Let's go.
So let's go take a look at the NQs out here. For all of us that are trading these NQs or the Qs in general, NQZ, because what we're doing, it's trying to make its way down for this test, okay? So let me just show you, I happen to use a 10-minute, folks, okay? So we bring this back. What you're going to see is that right when we were going over it, Tom, is that it had the failure at the top, okay? So on a 10-minute bar, you did 85,000 contracts versus the 187,000. So now what you're looking for, now the bottom line is that you're in this range. So now it's going to be like, okay, let's see, how many minutes we're into this? You're 5 minutes, 6 minutes into this. And see, there's not enough sellers right here right now. It's stalling it down 76. And most of the time what you have, folks, is that when you get something that's stalling, okay, you get a couple sideways moves, what you'd be gunning for. Now, the cool thing is if you happen to be short, is that you're under the bar, the second bar of the day, which is the 335. We're at 323. So you have a shot of going to the bottom of the bar again. We'll see how this shakes out, but I just want to go through that so you can kind of see intraday, basically how I like to trade these. So every 10-minute bar makes a difference intraday, folks. Okay, it's either higher, lower, testing high, testing low. End of story, because that's just how markets work, man, so. And on White Lightning, it really is something fast. You better either have the number, your orders in, because they will spike through these numbers pretty quickly,
Yeah, and how about crude the week it had? Giving it back a little bit today, but, I mean, all things considered, I'd be a happy camper in that market, man.
Big time.
And it just continues to show strength above that area of consolidation it had for so long.
It looks to me that crude is going to go after this $50, man.
Go figure. The world still needs oil, man. Go figure.
Yeah, and if you want to see something that is a monster, also, folks, it's copper. Copper's an ABC structure up, and it's a monster one. And bottom line, it's down 5.5 cents today, and it has been on a tear. But this took out the B point yesterday with volume, and you're still there, and it's a big ABC. It's I think a 50-cent ABC, 354. Yeah, it's a 50-point ABC, which gets you to 395, and we're 352 right now. So, and realistically, that's saying that dollar has the higher probability to get down to that 88 price area, because that's what's been driving it. So wild. And one of the targets, now this is really interesting, folks, okay? One of the targets in the den, if you haven't test drove the targets den, folks, it's worth it. We have some great targets and tigresses with great ideas. One of the targets just came across, and it was when we were talking about the modelists, that they can live wherever they want. And what he was saying is that look to invest in Caribbean real estate, right? Now, folks, I don't know Caribbean real estate like I know St. Pete and Tampa, but I know it pretty well, because what had happened, this is going back, oh my God, this was another tiger in the den. This is going back like 12 years ago, because I go to the Caribbean a lot, because from here, you used to be able to get there very quickly. Now, we haven't gone a long 2 years, but cut to the chase. When I looked at it, this is going back now 12 years. I was down there, I was looking at different islands, right? And it's gorgeous, number one, except for the hurricanes, okay? That's a huge problem. Yeah. That being said, I think he's totally right, because what happens, depending what island you're on, folks, is that the way it works is that you buy the property, you have a 1% tax, and then there's not taxes after that. So it's the tax when you're buying the property. And you have a few islands down there that are you could say it's a third world living, but it's gorgeous, with a first world infrastructure, though. The banking infrastructure is great. The web is great. So if I can see how those units will, or the land will go up. Because imagine if you're really rich, not even really rich, but you're a banker or something, right? It's like, if you can get there quick, it's a no-brainer.
I guess it's a natural progression. You move from New York to Florida.
Yeah.
So why don't I move to the Caymans? Why don't I move to the U.S. Virgin Islands?
I knew we were going to keep going south, man.
There you go.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step-by-step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 80. You get the Nasdaq off 73. S&Ps are off 21. And we'll see how this shakes out. They're going to, the market's going to try to get into this first low that we had out here this morning. So, as Basil Chapman would say, is that the day is young, man.
The day is young. You know what? That's a great segue, man. Basil, he's raising his rates in January of 2020, man. So people, this is a great time to sign up. I'm pulling up the front page of TFNN right now, but you can sign up for Basil's Opening Call. Basil's had his rates for probably like 12, 15 years, I think, is the last time. And right now you can sign up, folks. The Opening Call, the way to do it is go out there, get some Tiger dollars. That sale runs through next Sunday, 9 days. December 20th. You can sign up for the Opening Call, whether it's a month at $128, whether it's 6 months at $595, a year at $995. All of these rates are going up on January 1st, and it still comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So the way to do it is you get in for 6 months, you get in for a year. If you don't like it, you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee. You lock in those rates because those are going up, they're going away, they're never coming back January 1st. There you go.
So check it out, folks, right in the front page of TFNN. Okay, it's going to be a good option expiration day, man. The volatility is going to be here, at least, whether a bull or a bear, folks. We'll see whether the baby's going to shake out. But
hey, when's Disney going to stop going up? Because it's up 12.5% already at 174 now.
Well, I think what you're seeing is that when you start talking those kinds of numbers, man, I mean, this is a big deal, man. And
they blow me away, and I don't, I've been the biggest bull out there on Disney, man, which is why I said, now they got to live up to 350 million subscribers, like we talked about.
What's amazing, Tom, right? I know you were a super bull, but who would ever think that in a month you go from 117 to 173, man? Oh my God.
I know, because we got into this trade in July, and it was a laggard.
I know, yeah.
But it made up in quick time.
Until it wasn't, exactly. Stay right there, folks. Think or Swim coming up next. Battles of Shop and Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back.